Stories continue to be reported. Oh, speaking, let's go to the other end of this. Shall we go to the other end of this? From the Daily Caller. Headline, Professor, Black college students are fat because of racism. That's right. Black college students can become fat and overweight and in bad health because of racism, according to a University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill psychology professor. The professor is Enrique W. Neblett, Jr., and he made the claim during a guest lecture at the University of Georgia, according to the Red and Black. That's the student newspaper at UGA. Neblett's Monday lecture was entitled Racism-Related Stress and Mental Health, a study of African-American college students during the transition to young adulthood. And college students, according to Professor Enrique Neblett, Jr., are especially at risk because, you see, when African-American youths are going to college and leaving home, the parents are no longer right there. Do you know that is unique to African-American families? It is. When African-American youth leave home and go to college, their parents are no longer right there. And Professor Neblett points this as a unique aspect of African-American life. I know what you're thinking. No kids' parents are right there when they go away to college. But that would be racist to point that out. So we must button our lips and not go there. The professor explained that he conducted a study relating to the special phenomenon of black people gaining weight when they go off to college with a cohort of generally healthy black students around 21 years of age. This is a special phenomenon of black people gaining weight when they go to college. White people apparently do not gain weight when they go away to college, except for that group of college women who gain 15 pounds while there. I've seen that number bandied about. It's a scientific number, that 15 pounds is what the average female college student gains. But I guess Professor Neblett threw that out or didn't know about it. So here's the special phenomenon of black people gaining weight. He did a special study relating to that group of people when they go off to college, and he compared them to a cohort of generally healthy black students around 21 years of age. More than half of them were female. So it is a major, major problem. African American, what do you don't get? Why they get obese or gain weight when what does black have to do with it? You have to ask. Well, I don't know. The story. Well, okay. When African-American youth are going to college and leaving home, their parents are no longer right there. Okay, so that's one. Well, youth are thinking about their identity and may experience race discrimination for the first time. Yeah, I know. I know. I know. The first, somebody needs to let Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson know about this, that the first time black people encounter racism is when they leave home and go to college. Go to liberal colleges where the primary subject being taught is women's studies and earth studies science. Or earth science studies or what have you. Yep, youth are thinking about their identity, and they may experience race discrimination for the first time in their lives when they leave home. Experiencing racism might lead to compromised health. For example, some students will cope with the pressure of newly discovered racism by eating fatty snacks. The professor explained that he conducted a study relating to this special phenomenon of black people gaining weight when they go off to college, and he learned that more than half of them were female. Neblett said that he measured the fight or flight reactions of his research subjects. It's not clear how, but based on these responses, Professor Neblett categorized people based on how their skin color and acts of racism made them feel. And that led to them gaining weight. And for some reason, somehow he doesn't detail how it is exclusive to African Americans. And back to the phones we go on Open Line Friday. This is Julie in San Antonio, Texas. Welcome. It's great to have you here. Hi.
Hey, Rush. How are you doing?
I'm great. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for taking my call. I have an answer for you on why those kids are gaining weight when they go off to college.
Okay, let me hear it.
Yeah, they finally are off of the Michelle Obama lunch plan, and they have free choice, and it's like stuff they've never seen before.
Well, the Michelle lunches have not been in force long enough. There's too. I can't. I'm sorry, Michelle or Julie. I got to let you go. There's too much noise on your line, and I cannot. I'm having trouble making out what you're saying. Was she trying to be funny? Was she trying to tell a joke? What did she say? She was serious that Michelle is not packing their lunch? This woman was serious? The reason that they're getting fat at college is because they're off of the Michelle Obama, and she's not cracking a joke? Now they have free choice and they're picking junk food, so you got to be kidding me. The last two calls I have not been able to hear. That last guy was just speaking like a bat out of hell, and I couldn't keep up with him, and neither could the transcription. And this, there was all kinds of noise, and I didn't know what she was saying. You got to be kidding. There can't be anybody in this audience who really believes that. You are yanking my chain on this. She's dead serious. I still can't believe that woman was actually serious. That young African Americans are getting fat when they go to school because they miss Michelle Obama's lunch. She was serious? See, that's where not being able to hear well in that call actually provided a problem. Anyway, so much for that. We'll be back on Monday, folks. Have a great, great weekend. Adios.